Hey guys, what's up? So I wanted to do a side-by-side comparison, not even comparison, more or less just seeing how well this product works. I have never really done any of these, so we're going to try this out for the first time. I'm just going to apply a primer to half of my face. I'm just going to use this primer because I'm trying to get rid of it. Not that it's bad, it's just I preferably like to use a different primer. I have the Rimmel London Match Perfection Foundation for truer, fresher color, smart tone technology with SPF 15 in the color 120 Ivory. I got this at CVS for $5.99. Not bad, $6. I've had this for about, I'm gonna say maybe 6 months, maybe less, maybe more, and I still have a lot in here. I do use this more or less every day, but I have changed it up a bit, you know, because I have so many foundations, so I try and just mix them all up. But I've been using this on a daily basis. And then I have the Rimmel London Match Perfection Skin Tone Adapting Concealer, 2-in-1 Concealer and Highlighter, and 230 Fair Light. And I got this at CVS for $6.29. This, as you can see, I've used a large amount of this product. There's still a lot in here though. I've had this for about 6-7 months, maybe more, maybe less. Favorite concealer ever for under the eyes and just for everywhere. Favorite. They claim, and well, that's the other thing I like about this, that on the back of the concealer, it tells you which shade to get for your foundation. I got these at 2 different times. I got the concealer first, and then I got the foundation. And I just picked up something that looks similar to my skin tone. Now, this is the second shade. They have 5 shades, and this is 230. This is the second shade, where they're saying that if I was to get a foundation to match this concealer, I would have to get 3 shades up, 2 shades up, 2 or 3 shades up. I would have to get 220 or 230 in foundation. This is 120. And this, I feel, matches me pretty well, maybe a tad bit too dark. So I think that's the only downfall. Next time I go to a Rite Aid or something, I'm definitely going to look it up and see how it is, because this looks lighter than this, and this one is the lighter shade than this. So I think their coding and matching is a little bit wrong, but whatever. This is what I have. Fairlight 230, Ivory 120. That's just what I have. And then I'm gonna go over it with the NYC Smooth Face Powder. So let's begin. You're pretty much gonna need these 3 brushes. Whatever you use for foundation, I preferably like to use the e.l.f. powder brush from the Studio line. I really like the way it buffs in the foundation. I think I thought I hit my phone. For concealer, you're going to need some kind of concealer brush or a finger. I use both. Preferably a brush. I have the Sigma Large Concealer F65. This looks like this. I love this brush. It's one of my favorite brushes. And then to put your powder on, you're going to need a face brush. I like to use the Sigma Taper Face F25. You can, if you dry off the brush, you can possibly use this one. But that's just, I don't like doing something wet and then something dry. I just don't like doing that. I feel there's too much going on, too much pumping. It gets too clumpy, it gets just very bacteria. You had a lot of bacteria using 2 different products, combining together. It's just, I think it just ruins your brush too, unless you go and clean it, like spot clean it, and then use it for powder. But I don't see this being used for powder. Sometimes I'll cheat and I'll just dab my blush on, but I wipe it off. And you gotta remember, I'm putting my foundation on. I still do concealer, highlighter, bronzer, touch-ups, the powder that goes over the whole face. So it's been sitting there for a while and drying off, so sometimes I cheat, but not very much. So, alright, primer, I use my hands. I'm just going to put it on the side. And remember, we're just doing one side. Just to see a comparison from the natural skin with the concealer, foundation, and etc. And then we'll just probably do the whole face all together. But I do use a pretty large amount of primer. Recently I've been doing a lot of primer because I've been getting like pimples and stuff, like they're colorless pimples, like they're not really red, they're just like bumps on my face. So I've been doing a lot of primer because it just helps to smooth everything out. I also do use a lot of this primer, preferably, because it's like, how do I explain it? Sorry, it was just looking in there. I didn't want to put it in there and it gets all dry and icky. Like, okay, see how it's very pearlescent? See how it has that shine to it? So it kind of leaves you with very fresh, glowy, dewy skin. So I like to use a lot to really enhance that shine through all of the foundation and concealer and powders and everything. So yeah. NYC Smooth Skin Perfecting Primer. Preferably rather use the e.l.f. Mineral Infused Primer. It's very thick. It doesn't feel thick, but it feels like you're gliding over like a satin sheet. That's how, with this, no. So yeah, that's just how I feel about it. Alright, the application's gonna be quick because I'm not gonna do any you know, blush or anything. So I'm just gonna slap it on and then do my thought on it. I already see a difference in my skin. I don't know if you can see it, but I definitely see a difference. Alright, concealer time. See, I'm telling you, go when you're not doing all the extra stuff, it goes by pretty quick. Alright, so I just have the nostril, the nose, the bridge of the nose, under the eyes, simple. I just have like these little spots. Pretty much everywhere. See it? And I always try to get on my eyelid. I usually do that just so everything looks even if you don't want to do eyeshadow that day. I really do love this brush. This one's a little extra right there and right there. I tend to use a lot of concealer, so don't mind me. Okay, so looking at my face, it looks a lot more even, a lot less darkness. There's pretty much no darkness under my eye. Right here, all you see is like darkness and bag, and that's kind of the Italian in me. The nose, you don't see as much redness over here. It looks a lot more even. The face just looks a lot more even. I know you can't really see the pimples, but I know they're there. I could see them. They're there. It's just, you could feel them too. But everything looks so much brighter. You know what I'm saying? I personally like the way it looks with powder, without powder, but we're gonna see what it looks like with powder. Now, I was gonna do the rest of my face, but I'm not, because it's really just wasting product. Because I'm just gonna be taking it off anyway, so yeah, that's what it looks like with powder. It really doesn't look like anything, it just is a lot more matte. I was at one of my friends, real life, not online, had asked how these work. These are the new makeup removal wipes I bought. They're the Yes to Blueberries Age Refresh cleansing palette, and we're just gonna, usually you test it on like eyeshadow and stuff, but I'm just gonna run through. Preferably enjoy. I keep saying preferably a lot in this video. I don't know why. I personally really like these. These are not the reasons why I broke out, because I've had these little pimples or whatever they are before this, so I think also the reason why they're not as colored, you know, they're not red or anything, is because these really do pull a lot of dirt from your face. So I think it also really just gets in the pores, you know what I'm saying? It really helps. So I think that's why they're just, you know, pimples without any kind of redness to them. Might as well just go in my whole face. The only pimples that I ever get red are the ones like right on my nose. So you can see like redness on there, but otherwise like the ones on my forehead and cheek really have no color to them. So yeah, as you can see, it pulls out the dirt very well. I remember when I first bought them, I was in the car testing them out, and I had no makeup on my face. You know what I'm saying? It was my bare face, and it somehow pulled out, you know, face products that have been on my face for the whole day, I guess. And it just really pulled it all out, and it really does keep your skin feeling smooth and fresh and new. And it really just comes your face. Like, my face really does feel like naked right now. But yeah. I preferably, see, there we go, preferably again. I really like to go under the eyes and around the nostril a little extra, because that's where I really pack on products. You know, under the eyes, the nostrils, nose, over here. Because sometimes I get these little veins over here that pop out. Well, they don't really pop out, but they show a lot more. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this. It was kind of like a 1, 2, 3, 4, about a 4-in-1 review. Concealer, foundation, primer, and then the makeup wipes, and even a little bit on my brushes. So I hope you guys enjoyed this, and have a great day.